दोस्तों, मैं संतोष कुमार त्रिपाठी एसकेटी स्पीकिंग में आपका स्वागत करता हूं। Friends, I have come up with a series of classes on accounting for beginners, which will be really beneficial for commerce students of all classes and for all those individuals having interest in accountancy. To make it easy to understand for all, I have taken proper care to use both the languages English and Hindi while delivering my classes. I have tried my best to provide sufficient explanatory notes on the description section. Please don't forget to go through the same. If you have any doubt, please put it in the comment section. I promise you will get my response. And if I feel necessary, I may dedicate some sessions for doubt clearing too. What are you waiting for? Please subscribe the channel. And yes, don't forget to press the bell button. You will get notified whenever we upload new sessions for you. Friends, you are the source of motivation and inspiration for me. Hope you will be having a great time with SKT Speaking. And yes, your feedback matters. What we learned in the last session, we discussed the definition of accounting. Accounting is a process of collection of financial data and recording thereof in a systematic, informative and purposeful manner so as to obtain any information as and when needed. Then we discussed about two main purposes of accounting: analysis of financial performance of a business entity for a particular period and analysis of financial position of the business entity as on the last date of that period. Then we discussed about other purposes of accounting. To summarize, it is providing any financial information needed as and when it is required. And we also discussed that based on the uses of accounting, we have divided accounting into three branches. One is financial accounting, another is cost accounting, and third one is management accounting. Students, we discussed accounting as a process involving collection and recording of financial data. Accounting का मतलब हम क्या समझे? हिसाब रखना। और किसका हिसाब रखना? पैसे का, मनी। पैसा का क्या रोल है बिजनेस में? What is the role of money in the business? अगर लेमैन टर्म्स में बोलूं तो पैसा का काम है लेन और देन। Am I wrong? रिसीव्ड एंड पेमेंट। मनी का रोल और कुछ है क्या? या तो कोई कुछ रिसीव कर रहा है या फिर कोई कुछ पेमेंट कर रहा है, और पैसे से रिलेटेड कोई भी रोल नहीं है बिजनेस में। लेन देन को छोड़कर कोई भी रोल नहीं है पैसे का बिजनेस में। सो इफ वी एनालाइज डीप इनटू द रोल ऑफ मनी इन द बिजनेस, then it comes to receipt and payment. So if the role of money in the business is only receipt and payment, and accounting is all about money, that means Accounting must be revolving around this receipt and payment only. Am I wrong? No, not at all. That means accounting will be revolving around these two words, receipt and payment. And these two, receipt and payment, are known as the pillars of accounting. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Pillars of accounting. Because पूरा का पूरा अकाउंटिंग खड़ा है रिसिप्ट और पेमेंट के ऊपर, और कुछ है नहीं. Because रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट को छोड़ के मनी का और कोई कैरेक्टर नहीं है बिजनेस. So let us analyze these two words, receipt and payment. If we analyze further the word receipt, either something has already been received or something is receivable. या तो हमने कुछ रिसीव कर लिया है या फिर रिसीव करना बाकी है. If we analyze the word receive, what are the possibilities? Either something has already been received or something is receivable, yet to be received. If I received rupees 50,000 from you, if I received rupees 50,000 from you, now tell me, is there any chance that I have to refund that money to you? I received rupees 50,000 from you. Is there any chance that I'll refund that money to you? Then you'll ask me, sir, किस लिए लिए थे? Why did you receive rupees 50,000? What was the purpose? Yes. Then let us discuss all the options. I received rupees 50,000 from you as my salary against services rendered. मैंने आपके बिजनेस में आपके लिए काम किया और आपने मुझे सैलरी दिया 50,000. I received salary rupees 50,000 from you. Is there any chance that I refund that money to you? No, not at all. Because that salary is my income. There is no chance of refund. There is no chance of refund. Option 2. I received rupees 50,000 as a loan from you. मुझे पैसे का जरूरत था, मैं आपसे लोन लिया. I received rupees 50,000 as a loan from you. Is there any chance of refund? Yes, there is a chance of refund. Because I have taken a loan, I am bound to refund. There is always a chance of refund. So that is my liability. And when there is no chance of refund, that becomes my income. I received rent, rupees 50,000 from you. आप मेरे घर में भाड़े में हो, रेंट पे, और आपने मुझे रेंट पेमेंट किया. Is there any chance of refund? No, not at all. Because rent is my income. I received rupees 50,000 as rent from you, that is my income. Why should I refund you? There is no chance of refund. So that is my income. But if I received rent in advance rupees 50,000 from you, rent due नहीं हुआ, but I have received in advance from you. Is there any chance of refund? Yes, there is a chance of refund if you don't stay in my house. अगर वो रेंट आगे चल के ड्यू नहीं होने वाला है तो देयर इज अ चांस ऑफ रिफंड. तो एट द टाइम ऑफ रिसीप्ट देयर इज अ चांस ऑफ रिफंड और नॉट. आगे चल के जब आप रहोगे रेंट ड्यू हो जाएगा, फिर वो मेरा इनकम हो जाएगा, वो अलग बात. लेकिन एट द टाइम ऑफ अमाउंट रिसीव्ड, when amount received, there is a chance of refund or not. So that is my liability. Your money is lying with me. Say, I received rupees 50,000 from you. I received rupees 50,000 from you against course fees. And I have completed 50% of the course. I received rupees 50,000 as the tuition fee, but I have completed 50% of the course. So at the time of received, when I received rupees 50,000, at that time, only 50% is my income. That is 25,000 is my income. Because there is no chance of refund. 50,000 ड्यू है, 25,000 ड्यू हो गया है मेरा इनकम. बट अनदर 25,000 अगर कोर्स कंप्लीट करूंगा तो इनकम होगा, और जब तक नहीं करता है तब तक चांस है कि नहीं रिफंड करना पड़ेगा. सो व्हेन आई रिसीव्ड 50,000, इसमें से 25,000 इनकम, 25,000 लायबिलिटी. Got my point? So, if I received any amount, that will be my income. If there is no chance of refund, no chance of refund. If I received any amount and there is any chance of refund, what I said, there might be full chance of refund, there might be partly chance of refund, partial chance of refund. There is any chance of refund, that is my liability. If any amount is receivable कब होता है? ड्यू हो गया लेकिन रिसीव नहीं किया हूं. मैंने आपको सर्विस रेंडर कर दिया, अब मुझे सैलरी नहीं दिए हैं, सैलरी ड्यू हो गया, नॉट येट रिसीव्ड, रिसीवेबल. मेरा पैसा आपके पास पड़ा हुआ है, मेरा एसेट. मैं आपको पढ़ा दिया, मैंने कोर्स कंप्लीट कर दिया, आप कोर्स फीस नहीं दिए हैं, ट्यूशन फीस नहीं दिए हैं, रिसीवेबल, मेरा पैसा आपके पास पड़ा हुआ है, एसेट. आप मेरे घर में रहे, रेंट ड्यू हो गया, लेकिन आपने पेमेंट नहीं किया है, तो मेरे लिए वो रिसीवेबल, मेरा पैसा आपके पास पड़ा हुआ है, asset. So, if any amount is receivable, then it is my asset. Due but not received. So, when we analyze the word receipt, there are two possibilities coming out. Either some amount has already been received or some amount is receivable. If I have received any amount and there is no chance of refund का कोई possibility नहीं है. If I received any amount and there is no chance of refund, it is income. And if I received some amount and there is any chance of refund, it is liability. And if any amount is receivable means due but not received. मेरा पैसा ड्यू हो गया लेकिन रिसीव नहीं किया, उसका मतलब मेरा पैसा किसी के पास पड़ा हुआ है. रेंट रिसीवेबल, सैलरी रिसीवेबल, इंटरेस्ट रिसीवेबल, पोस्ट फी रिसीवेबल, दैट इज माय asset. So after analyzing the word receipt, we got three possibilities of the amount. Either the amount is my income, or the amount is my liability, or the amount is my asset. तीन एलिमेंट आ रहे. Similarly, और एक पिलर क्या है? पेमेंट. Let us analyze the word payment. If we analyze the word payment, then there are two possibilities coming. Either some amount has been paid or some amount is payable. Either some amount is paid or some amount is payable. Babu, I paid rupees 50,000 to you. I paid rupees 50,000 to you. Is there any chance of recovery? Can I recover that amount from you? Again the same question. Sir, why did you pay? What was the purpose of payment? I paid rupees 50,000 as salary against services provided by you. आपने मेरे लिए काम किया और मैंने आपको सैलरी पेमेंट किया. Can I recover that amount? Is there any chance of refund? No, not at all. There is no chance of recovery. कैसे recover करूँ? वो तो खर्चा हो गया, हो गया. That is my expense. आप लौटाओगे क्या? नहीं लौटाओगे. So there is no chance of recovery. I paid rupees 50,000 as a loan to you. आपने मुझे लोन मांगा, उधारी मांगा और मैंने आपको 50,000 दिया. Is there any chance of recovery or not? Yes, 100% chance of recovery. 100% chance of recovery is there. So that is my asset. If I have paid some amount and there is no chance of recovery, then it is my expense. मतलब पैसा डूब गया और नहीं आएगा, आने का कोई चांस नहीं है. That is expense. मैंने आपको सैलरी पेमेंट किया, that is an expense. There is no chance of recovery. मैंने आपको रेंट पेमेंट किया, there is no chance of recovery. मैंने आपको इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट किया, there is no chance of recovery. आएगा नहीं. मैंने आपको लोन पेमेंट किया, there is a chance of recovery. मैंने आपको एडवांस रेंट पेमेंट किया, there is a chance of recovery. अगर मैं नहीं रहूंगा आपके घर पे तो आपको मुझे रिटर्न करना पड़ेगा. There is a chance of recovery. अगर मैंने आपको एडवांस सैलरी दिया, एडवांस सैलरी ड्यू नहीं हुआ, आप काम नहीं किए हैं, आपने एडवांस मांगा, मैंने दिया, तो अगर आप काम नहीं करोगे तो पैसा लौटाओगे. There is a chance of recovery. That is my asset. My money is lying with you. अच्छा, if I paid rupees 50,000 to you to purchase a table, a furniture, is there any chance of recovery? मुझे मालूम है आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. सर, आपने तो टेबल खरीदा, मैं क्यों आपको पैसा लौटाऊं? There is no chance of recovery. Sorry sir, अच्छी तरह पढ़िए. Is there any chance of recovery? I am not asking you, is there any chance of recovery from the receiver? आपने मुझे टेबल बेचा, मैंने आपको 50,000 पेमेंट किया. इज देयर एनी चांस ऑफ रिकवरी? आपसे नहीं हो सकता है. ये टेबल को मैं बेच कर पैसा रिकवर कर सकता हूं कि नहीं? मैंने आपसे गाड़ी खरीदा, 50,000 दिया, आप मुझे रिफंड नहीं करोगे. मैं गाड़ी बेच के रिकवर कर सकता हूं कि नहीं? मैंने आपसे घर खरीदा, बिल्डिंग खरीदा, I paid you rupees 50 lakhs. So you will not return me. But मैं ये बिल्डिंग को बेच के रिकवर कर सकता हूं क्या नहीं? That means there is a chance of recovery. अभी मुझे मालूम है आपके दिमाग में और एक सवाल चल रहा होगा, सर उसको बेचने से उतना पैसा तो रिकवर नहीं होगा. Who knows? Either it will be recovered at loss, or it will be recovered at profit, or it will be recovered at par. या तो उसको बेच के मुझे 50,000 रुपया मिलेगा, नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस, या फिर उसको बेच के मुझे 40,000 रुपया मिलेगा, या फिर उसको बेच के मुझे 60,000 रुपया मिलेगा. कुछ भी मिल सकता है. I am not asking you whether there is a full chance of recovery. जब रिकवरी होगा, अगर लॉस में हुआ तो लॉस में रिकवर होगा, अगर प्रॉफिट में हुआ तो, अगर लॉस में रिकवर हुआ तो एक्सपेंस होगा, अगर प्रॉफिट में रिकवर हुआ तो इनकम होगा. बट व्हेन आई पे, जब मैं पेमेंट कर रहा हूं, मशीन खरीद रहा हूं, फर्नीचर खरीद रहा हूं, बिल्डिंग खरीद रहा हूं, एंड आई एम पेइंग यू, एट दैट टाइम देयर इज अ चांस ऑफ रिकवरी और नॉट? यस, there is a chance of recovery. That's why my furniture, my building, my car, my vehicle, are my assets. Because there is a chance of recovery. So, if I paid any amount and there is any chance of recovery, it is an asset to me. So, if I paid any amount and there is no chance of recovery, वो पैसा दिया तो गया, वो फिर आएगा नहीं. That is an expense. If there is any chance of recovery, या तो हम पे से रिकवर करेंगे, या फिर उसको बेच के फिर रिकवर करेंगे. That is my asset. And if any amount is payable मतलब पेमेंट करना बाकी है, लायबिलिटी, ड्यू हो गया, पेमेंट नहीं किए, आपने हमारे लिए काम कर दिया, हम सैलरी नहीं दिए, सैलरी पेएबल. आपके घर में हम रह गए, रेंट नहीं दिए, रेंट पेएबल. आपसे हम लोन लिए, रिपेमेंट नहीं किए हैं, लोन पेएबल. आपने हमको सामान बेच दिया, हमने आपको पेमेंट नहीं किया है, पेएबल. इसका मतलब आपका पैसा मेरे पास पड़ा हुआ है. दैट इज माई लायबिलिटी. उधार. सो इफ एनी अमाउंट इज पेएबल, दैट इज माई लायबिलिटी. ड्यू बट नॉट पेड. सो आफ्टर एनालाइजिंग द वर्ड पेमेंट, we got two possibilities. Either some amount has already been paid or some amount is payable. If it is paid and if there is no chance of recovery, then it is an expense. If it is paid and there is any chance of recovery, then it is an asset. And if it is payable, then it is a liability. So after analyzing about payment, we got three elements, three possibilities. Either the amount is an expense, or the amount is an asset, or the amount is a liability. On analyzing the word receipt, we got three possibilities: either it is an income, or it is a liability, or it is an asset. On analyzing the word payment, we got three possibilities: either it is an expense, or it is an asset, or it is a liability. And after analyzing both receipt and payment, we got only four possible elements of accounting. That is, any amount involved in accounting, any amount involved, either it is an asset, or it is a liability, or it is an expense, or it is an income. No fifth element. अगर आपके पास कोई फिफ्थ एलिमेंट हो तो किताब लिख देना, मैं उसको पढ़ूंगा. To recap, since accounting is dealing with money and character of money in the business is limited to receipt or payment, so the whole accounting is revolving around two words, that is receipt and payment, termed as pillars of accounting. On analyzing receipt, we got two possibilities: receipt or receivable. And on further analyzing the word receipt, we got two possibilities: either the amount received is an income or is a liability, and amount receivable is an asset. On analyzing the word payment, we got two possibilities: either paid or payable, and the amount paid can either be expense or asset, and amount payable is a liability. And on analyzing these two words, receipt and payment, we got four possible elements, maximum four possible elements in accounting. It is asset, liability, expense and income. दोस्तों, आगे चल के हम जितने भी सेशंस डील करेंगे, all the sessions will be based on these four elements: asset, liability, income, expense. Asset, liability, income, expense. Asset, liability, expense, income. In next session, we will be dealing with accounting process in detail. Hope you enjoyed the class today. I've tried to give the detailings in the description section. You may go through. If you have any doubt, please put it on the comment section so that I can discuss it and give you back a response. Till then, have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the session. There is an important announcement for all those students in Bhubaneswar, Odisha who have got registered with us for commerce classes. Dear students, I know you must be feeling restless staying at home during this lockdown. But students, I would like to request you not to worry about your study. We are 100% prepared, and once this lockdown gets lifted, we'll give 100% for your performance. Dear student, the nation needs you at this moment. The nation needs your support in the fight against this pandemic. And your greatest support will be staying home and staying safe. For all the students who want to get registered for class 11 and class 12 commerce classes in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, they can contact us over phone or WhatsApp. The contact details are given on the screen and in the description section too. Once again, I request all of you to stay home and stay safe.